Hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. We're going to continue on with some more trailers that I've missed out on because I've been busy. Anyway, let's hop right in. It's the Haunted Mansion official trailer. I believe I reacted to the teaser, but now we're going to get a little bit more of an in-depth look. So let's check it out.
Wait! I should warn you, before you step inside the house, this could change the course of your entire life.
I'm not afraid of a couple ghosts.
You say that now.
Sorry, the quality. Yeah, there's your face. Oh. Ooh, spooky.
This mansion is unhinged.
Seems that way.
Definitely don't want to leave. Death lurks around every corner.
Ooh, the twitchies.
God, give us a break. There's so many bad people in the world. Haunt them.
Amen.
I do
Used to be that brought you.
Is anybody else seeing this?
I hope you do too.
Ooh, trippy.
We're in a fight, whether we like it or not.
Oh, there's the axe.
We're stuck here for eternity.
Oh, that's
If this
trippy.
comes down to an exorcism, we're in big trouble.
Oh, I love that they use the chairs, just like the ride. And just like the entrance. Ooh.
There's always room
Oh.
for one more.
Whoa, possession? Let's go. Why is there wetness? Is that a trident? I don't remember that. What's the bell? Wow, there's a lot going on here.
He was tall. He had hair that was sticking out of a top hat. Top hat. Yes.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that's
Size
not.
top hat.
Where's that med? Is it?
Probably. Eyes. They were a bit sunken.
Deep sunken eyes.
Like a raccoon.
Beady
When they
eyes.
said back. And he was smiling.
I like his
Yeah, like that.
movement.
Exactly.
Is this the man who mugged you?
Wow. You just did that just now?
He nailed that. Appearing soon. Oh, it doesn't have a release date. Interesting. I thought that looked pretty good. There's still not all like the niblets that we need to really sink our teeth into, but I think that's okay. I think there's still a lot of fun stuff going on here. I actually just went on the Haunted Mansion ride after a long time of not going on it in April. It's now June, so it was 2 months ago, and it was pretty fun. The visuals are still cool. We had a little bit of a slowdown issue, which was a little awkward, but I still think the ride overall was really fun. I didn't find it super scary, but it was really immersive and really fun. So I'm excited for this movie to, highlight that. And just like on the ride, you're in the chairs and she got pushed out of the house. I thought that was funny. I was like, oh, that's cute. You don't like leave the house in the Haunted Mansion ride, but you're in the chair, and I thought that was cute. Because it's hard to sort of like keep in the idea of the ride in a movie context, I think. If I can, I'm gonna try and maybe do like a little vlog thing from April. We'll see. I don't know if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, but I can show you like my reactions to things, I think. Lakeith. That's Lakeith. And that's Rosario Dawson. I really enjoy these two actors, so I'm excited to see them. I should warn you before you step inside. I thought like at first when she was like, whoa, I thought it was like, does he need permission to come inside? Like if once he's in, he's trapped, but he leaves later and talks about a mugging, so I'm assuming it's fine. But he definitely is gonna get tormented here, so I'm so sorry, Ben. From what I remember, there's like one overarching story with like this bride and the axe. I remember that from the ride, but there's these other like side stories like with the people with the guns shooting in the hallway between Lakeith's character Ben, and then there's that wave which I didn't recognize. So there seems to be a lot of like different stories going on, and I wonder if we're just gonna focus on one ghost storytelling or if we're gonna do like a modge podge. I feel like it would have made more sense to focus on one, but it is what it is, and I hope it's fun. There's that cool dancing sequence, which they're in like a ballroom. I hope we get to see maybe that. That'd be neat. It's a very dusty mirror. Weird little cut. I was suspecting that the lady would appear in his wipe, but she's peering outside of it, which I think is kind of a missed opportunity. But I guess to make sure that he can dodge it, and also it doesn't look like she can appear in reality. She can only be seen through the mirror, and then he narrowly dodges the axe, which is cool. I love the way they changed the logo. Very cool. When I saw The Little Mermaid, they updated the way they did the logo. I mean, obviously they did it for Disney 100, but I didn't see like the full intro. I just saw that they updated like this frame with the whoop, but it was cool to see. I love the purples. Purple is fun. Kent. So that's Owen Wilson's character's name. And see, there's these other two who are doing 10 paces. Oh, I thought this was a woman. I guess it's just his headdress piece. That must have, I hope that wasn't like too painful for him to like have to experience that, or if he's just sort of reacting because getting possibly shot at is scary. I understand. I feel like there's a little too much of an ensemble going on. This is something that we experienced on the ride too. There was like mirrors, and you'd be able to like see stuff in the mirror. It would like morph with your face, which I think is cool. Yeah, I'm just worried that there's too many characters. We have Danny DeVito, we have Tiffany Haddish, Rosario Dawson, and her character's kid. And then Lakeith Stanfield, and Owen Wilson, and Jamie Lee Curtis is here. And I don't know if like she's a ghost, because I think she's the one in the crystal ball, but then we also see a frame of her later. And then there's probably gonna be other people as well. And then we have to worry about the ghosts. It's really crowded. I thought this was really cool. I'm surprised. This kid's doing a great job. They did like the twitchies with the head. That's such a staple that you see in horror movies that I'm surprised Disney would like lean into that. But I think because now they have Fox and they're working on movies like The Boogeyman or producing them, and movies like Alien coming up, and I think Predator. It's cool that they're able to sort of lean into the scares a little bit. I think it lends well. And that was really cool. We saw this a bit in the first trailer with or the teaser with the window disappearing. And I'm assuming that's our main bad guy who they were sketching out at the cop station, police station. He's like, God, have mercy. And I was like, I don't know if God has any play in this. I don't know. But I guess he's like a man of God. And just like, a freaking man. And I'm like, yeah. I'm surprised they're crediting Pirates of the Caribbean people. What's going on? Stop. I don't know what I did, but it was starting to go like frame by frame. Because I was also on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, or the Caribbean. I don't know, tomato, right? But I was on that ride. And obviously they made the Pirates of the Caribbean movies with Johnny Depp based on the ride, which I think is very cool. And I believe they then added Johnny Depp's character to the ride more prominently. So it's cool to see that the people who did that and created a ride to movie experience are here as well, because I'm hoping that means that they have the wherewithal and experience to execute that well. Execute, not execute. And there's that guy with the head. It's funny that his face is here, but then I think it's also there. Is he headless sometimes? That was really trippy to like go from falling to then going down another hallway. And I think this is Jamie Lee Curtis's character. I believe that's her. It's hard to tell with the makeup and the hair and the floating headness situation of it all. But I think that's her. Ooh, you can see the axe moving there. That's cool. That's a little spooky. And that was probably like a practical thing, but you can't see who's grabbing it. So, you know, that makes it like fun and spooky. And this is obviously the room where he was swiping and he almost gets axed by the axe thrower lady. And it's interesting that he grabs it later. So I'm assuming we're focusing primarily on that couple dynamic of the person getting axed. They seem to be the biggest protagonist or antagonist to the people. I wonder why he dishes the collar and takes on the Smee red cap. Unless he's not a man of God, and that was sort of just like a gimmick, sort of like with Supernatural. It was like, yeah, I'll play Padre if it'll get me into the house and whatever. I'm curious what his role is, and whoa, this is really trippy. I think we had a scene like this on the ride with some of like the twistiness. I don't know like exactly. It's kind of weird to see the visuals translated to an actual situation in a house when you're not on the ride. Well, this is coming July. I thought they made it seem like, oh, it's appearing soon, like coming soon. We haven't announced it yet, but this is a July movie. It's a Halloween movie. I don't know how that's gonna work out. We'll see. We're in big trouble. So it's cool to see some possession going on. I feel like that's a little bit of a risky move from Disney, but I appreciate it. I think it also gives the actors more fun things to do. Like, what other situation would it call for Danny DeVito to sucker punch Owen Wilson in the face? Take the ride. If you haven't been on the ride in a while, I definitely recommend it. Though I would try to go on the ride with not an exceedingly long wait time. I think I was on the wait line for maybe 40 minutes, and I felt like that was a bit of a long wait, and we were in the sun. But once you're at like closer to the actual Haunted Mansion, where you're like, you go through the gates and you go through the side area, I think it's more worth it. But if the wait is under a half hour, definitely go. If it's over, maybe return to it. That's just my opinion when I was there. We definitely waited for like 40, 50 minutes. And again, this is cool to see. I'm surprised she's getting kicked out. I wonder if Tiffany Haddish's role has been reduced to a degree. Or maybe she was the first one to attempt to come to the house, and then she tries again, and then Lakeith comes, and Owen Wilson, and Danny DeVito. I don't know. Take a ride to the other side. This is great. Oh God, they're like hanging on. That might be the kid, and then that might be someone else. I don't know who, but this is like one of the entrance rooms where it seems like a normal room, but then it starts to shift, and it looks like the walls are moving. I don't think the actual ceiling is getting higher. There's just something about how they play with it, with the lighting and in the dark. And with the portraits, that's really fun and creative. So I'm excited to see that. Why is there a crocodile? Oh my God, I just saw him. Hello. Are we in Louisiana? Where the hell are there crocs? Hatbox Ghost. The house is dripping with souls. Why have there been so many people dying in this freaking house? Oh, there he is. He looks pretty well realized. I wonder who's credited with like mocapping him, voicing him. I don't know if they've given away that 2023 cast. Because obviously there's the movie with Eddie Murphy. Wait, Jared Leto's in this? As Alistair Crump? Ryan Gosling? Hello? Winona Ryder? Dan Levy? Oh, the cop was Hassan Minhaj. Okay. Okay, I feel like this is kind of giving some away, but it's cool. I don't know if it credits anyone. Is that Joseph Miller? I'm assuming this isn't the caretaker. This says Hatbox Ghost. But I don't see anyone credited. There's Dueling Ghost, which I'm assuming was one of the guys who was with the guns in that scene with Lakeith. Weird. He looks so creepy. He kind of looks like the Grinch and a monkey. It's a weird combo. Like Jim Carrey's. Oh, and there's Jamie Lee Curtis. That headdress is really cool. I don't know what her role is. I'm assuming she died and now she's getting choked out and then somehow gets headless and put into the crystal ball thing. I like seeing the ghost. The organ's a very nice touch. It looks like there's something here. I can't tell if that's a person or what. Oh, it is a person. She's like enjoying the organ maestro. She's sort of just like, And then these must be like the traveling ghosts. Gimli, is that you? Hello? They were probably in the graveyard scene. Ooh, it looks like, so this looks like it's taking, look, it develops a little face. So the ghosts can also inhabit inanimate objects. That's an interesting choice. I wonder if, it must be easier to inhabit an inanimate object versus a person because, you know, there's like a duality of personalities you have to go against. And I can't tell who that is. That obviously is a ghost, but I don't know which one it's labeled. I'm assuming that's not the caretaker, but it's really creepy how his face morphs. I wonder if he's, I don't know if it says what type of, it says his name is Ben Mathias in the movie. I don't know if he's like a voodoo guy. Again, I don't know if this is like the 20th century, like Louisiana, or takes place someplace else. If he's like a medium who's able to channel spirits to a degree. The face morphing is really creepy. Oh, and it's interesting to see him revert back to normal. I wonder if anyone is visible to this, because I'm assuming this is the similar scene with Owen Wilson and possibly Danny DeVito as well. But they're like channeling them possibly to figure out what's going on, how to rid them. I'm really excited to see Lakeith's character. I think he's the one who's drawing me in at the moment, and Rosario Dawson being the mom of that kid, because she's the one who resides in this house for whatever reason. Again, I don't really know what's going on with this water, because that looks like a harpoon, like something you'd stab a whale with. But I haven't seen any like sailors, or I don't remember any sailor motifs in the Haunted Mansion. So I wonder if that's something that's original for the movie. I mean, it's another thing, another pointing thing flying out of his face. This poor guy. First an axe, now a harpoon. And I don't remember there being like a water feature. But it's cool to see like a man's face in the water. This poor guy is getting drenched. What's going on here? Did he get like teleported? Because he seems like he like is in place, interestingly, in a puddle. So I wonder if this is like he's able to sort of jump to places, or like if he had a calling from outside the house. Maybe something followed him outside of the house. I'm not sure. But it's interesting to see him startled. There was Rosario Dawson with the kid. I don't know what's chasing them. It looks like a shield. It doesn't look like there's anything attached, unless it's like a soldier and he has like he's like holding out his arm with a shield on it, and he's like, I'm coming for you. And then this is our most antagonistic ghost that we have to deal with, the one with the axe. Though it looks like we'll also be dealing with the Hatbox Ghost, who's been featured also throughout this trailer. And I believe that's Lakeith's character. I recognize the shirt he's wearing. This poor kid having to see all this. Poor Danny DeVito. I wonder, oh, there's that soldier again that Rosario was running from. So now it seems like he's standing still. And Owen Wilson is able to just sort of combat it. I remember the graveyard scene. Poor Danny in the grave. I wonder why she's ringing the bell. I'm assuming, I think that's Lakeith's character there. She's ringing a bell possibly to get Owen Wilson's attention out of whatever, or Tiffany Haddish's character. I can't quite tell. He looks like he's possessed here too, unless he's just running. evil tree is evil. I can't quite see Lakeith's face clearly. He's probably just panicking. Poor guy. This is the rate. And he's just backing up being like, oh, oh, oh. Man, this house, this property really doesn't want them on. I really like the font and like this kind of like granite marble material. It's shiny, but it also gives off like tombstone marble. That's a great detail. Rue Bourbon. Again, I don't know where this is. This almost kind of looks like it's in the 90s, maybe 80s. But I can't tell like what location they're in. It's interesting to see a bunch of these sketches in the background. I mean, I guess this is the sketch artist, so I guess that would make sense. I hope we get to see more of this guy. He seems pretty charismatic. He has great style, Lakeith, throughout this whole thing. Oh, he also looks like he's wearing a pattern that he was wearing earlier. This is a great bit. He's really charismatic. There's something about his eyes that they're almost like doe-like. He just seems really sweet. That's why, again, I want to see more of him. Like a top hat, yeah. Oh, it says that he's a sketch artist. I like that move. He's so expressive. I really like that. And he did such a good job. And he's like, I was kind of hoping you would say no. Appearing soon in theaters. Sorry, I thought that was a bug. It's just like a piece of lint flying around. I think that looks quite good. I'm a little concerned that it's in July and not September, October. I feel like it would have fit well there. Sorry if my video's lagging. My computer is on fire. If you can hear the fan, I apologize for that. I think the trailer was a lot of fun. Let me know your guys' thoughts on it down below in the comments. Who are you most excited to see in the Haunted Mansion? Are you mad that I possibly spoiled that Jared Leto is supposed to appear in this? It's interesting that he's appearing in this because he was supposed to be in a Tron Legacy type project, but I don't know where that's going, especially because Morbius did really bad. Crash that was with him did not do great. House of Gucci didn't do great. So he hasn't really been a draw, but I wonder if that's still in development or not. Let me know if you know any development plans on that, if it's occurring or not. Like and subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for watching with me. Are you concerned that this movie's coming out in July? Let me know, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now. Shit, I missed the button.